Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a reading called What Do You Need to Know Right Now? So I've got a new deck of cards called the Indigo Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and her son Charles Virtue. So I only wanted to do a reading with that, and they really talk about guidance for indigo children. Obviously, if you're not an indigo child, you can still watch the reading. It will resonate with more than just that, but so just take a moment, look at the stones. I've got a clear quartz for pile 1, an amethyst for pile 2, and a rose quartz for pile 3. So take a moment, look at them. You can pick by the stone or the pattern of the paper, and I'll begin in just a moment. Hi, those who chose pile 1. One second. Okay, so pile 1, let's see what you've got. Okay, so for the new cards, you've got Stay, You Are Not Alone, Authority, and You Are Special. For the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, you've got Base Chakra, Heart Chakra, Stand Your Ground. Wow, I'm already seeing a theme. And Partnerships and Alliances. And I pulled some love cards as well, and as well as one of my guidance cards I made. And this one says, please remember how powerful you are, how strong you are. It's time to take charge of your life. We support you. And if you want to look, the song on here is Fight Song by Rachel Patton. I'm already seeing such a huge theme of taking your power back, but let's see what love cards come out. True love never fails, so I won't fail you. I wish things were different. You feel like my home, and I prayed for you. Okay, so I'm getting two different messages from this. So I feel like it's two different areas of your life, because I'm seeing a love message with some of it, and then on the rest of it I'm seeing a message of self-empowerment. Okay, so the card said, remember how powerful you are, and then you got authority, is in your own authority, and Stand Your Ground, which both talk about having the power. You also got Base Chakra, which talks about having a stable base and power. Let's see. You got remember that you are special. Everyone is. And I feel like this comes from a lack of value. Your heart chakra might be opening up right now. I'm feeling like these three cards go with the other message of love, stay, partnerships and alliances, and heart chakra. It's like I asked them what you needed to know right now, and they're going to get it all out in once. Sorry. So, true love never fails. So you may have a true love situation in your life, but I don't feel like you're together. I feel like you did pray for this person, or they prayed for you. And this feels like your home. But right now I don't think you're together. Maybe it's time that you stand up and demand a relationship that is worthy of you. You wish things were different, and maybe it's not different because you're not standing up for what you want. Maybe it's like you have a casual relationship, you wish there was more, but you don't have the strength to say, hey, I want more than this. This isn't enough. That's a very specific message maybe for one person, but the major theme right here is that you need to take your power back. You need to stand up for yourself, realize that you are valuable, you are special, and that you deserve the best. You are an authority, and they said, we support you in this. You are not alone. We're right here with you is what I'm hearing. And remember who you are. Remember where you came from. Okay, so that's all I have for pile 1, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile 2, those of you who chose the amethyst. Ooh. Let's see what's going on for you. So you have dreams, self-care, apologize, And love yourself. Okay, I'm already seeing. These cards seem to be very clear for me. I'm getting messages within 2 or 3 cards. Okay. Then from the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, you've got discontent and boredom. Authority, which is funny because the first pile got authority in the other deck, in the Indigo Angel deck. So authority is coming out. Spiritual union. And patience and planning. Then your guidance card says, you are loved, and right now you need to learn to love yourself and see the bright, amazing, beautiful soul you are. And the song is Epiphany by Genevieve Yes. I'm not surprised to see that because you've got self-care and love yourself right there. And the song literally says, I'm going to read it, it says, I'm the one I should love in this world, the shiny me, the previous soul of mine. I realize only now, so I love me. So I feel like you're really working on self-love, and they're telling you it's time to love yourself. Well, let's get into that after I get these cards. You mean more to me than you'll ever know. I'm in love with you. I want to give you the world. And you're incredibly sexy even if you don't see it. Okay. I feel like maybe you met somebody you have a spiritual connection with, and they're making you start to see your value. Maybe you came from this place of being a little disconnected emotionally and not seeing your own power or your own worth. As far as the love message, I'm just getting patience. But I think I want to put that aside because the major message that's trying to come through is to love yourself. So usually in my readings, when I see an apologize card, I think somebody in the love connection needs to apologize to the other person. I'm feeling like this is, you need to apologize to yourself. And I actually did this. When I actually came, when I was working on my value and seeing myself the way I deserve, I actually broke down and started crying. And I apologized to God, and I apologized to myself as a younger version of myself, that I was so sorry I didn't see myself as perfect, because God does not make mistakes. And by not seeing myself as perfect, I was saying that God was fallible, and He is not. He did not make any mistakes. He did not make a mistake with me, and He did not make a mistake with you. Every person is absolutely perfect. There's nothing about yourself that you need to change. You just need to love yourself, and if you haven't done that until now, you need to actually get down and apologize to yourself and say it to that little girl you used to be or little boy you used to be. I love you, and I'm sorry. And self-care is coming through. This is such a strong message that you need to love yourself. And what's sticking out to me is you've got 3 cards here, which shows somebody curled over. I'll show you one at a time. So you've got the dream cards. They're curled over on themselves. Apologize card as well. And the self-care card as well. So it's time to stop that. You've been in this stage of feeling so bad for yourself and so bored, like discontented in your life. It starts with you. It starts with loving yourself. And when I see I'm in love with you, yes, there's spiritual union here, and I do see that this person is in love with you, but you need to be in love with yourself. You need to see yourself as sexy. You need to give yourself, think you're worth the world. You are worthy of the world. You're worthy of everything. And it says you mean more to me than you'll ever know. It's time for you to realize what you mean to yourself. It's time for you to see, and you may be getting dreams about this, or this might be regarding the spiritual union. They said, do not forget the spiritual union you have with your own self, with your own soul. That's beautiful. I'm really getting that strongly. I never see this card as being necessarily with self, although we are always connected to our own self and our own soul. Don't forget that. Don't forget how connected you are to your own soul, how beautiful your own soul is. You may be getting dreams about this. If it's not about another person, maybe you're getting dreams about your higher self talking to you. Alright, that's all I have for group 2. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, group 3, those of you who chose the rose quartz. Let's see what's going on with you. So you've got learn something new. These cards are just gorgeous. Look through the situation. allow love, acceptance, material harvest, emotional loss, moving on, universe, and then you've got a guidance card that says, ignore what you think you have to live up to in society's eyes. Be someone you can be proud of at the end of the day. Remember that life doesn't always have to be so complicated. And the song is Simple Man by Lynyrd Skynyrd. Take that one down. Then your love cards say, I've never loved like this before. You're just too much for me. Life isn't always beautiful, but it's a beautiful ride. And one fell down. That one says, it was always you. I can tell straight off that you've been through a really difficult time because you have emotional loss and moving on. And it's maybe where you're now like a little bit guarded. Maybe love is just too much for you. Now you find this new love, or maybe you're finding a love with yourself, or it's time to let love in because you do have allow love. Sometimes if we're hurt, we guard our heart so strongly that we don't allow ourselves to love anything, even ourselves sometimes. Maybe it's time to accept the past as the past and it's time to move on to the future. I said, look through the situation. Use your intuition. If somebody's telling you that they love you and you can't trust that, use your intuition. Don't use your mind. Your mind is a liar. It's time to learn a new way of doing things. And with this message to ignore what you think you have to live up to, I'm going to read the song lyrics that I wrote here. It says, don't worry, you'll find yourself, follow your heart and nothing else. And you can do this if you try. Oh, baby, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. So what it talks about is just following your heart and just not letting anybody tell you what's wrong. Not letting anything that's in society. Maybe you're in a kind of relationship where it's not kind of taboo. Or something that maybe your family wouldn't accept. If that's the case, let me know down below. You don't tell me the situation, just let me know if that resonates with you. This is somebody, though, that my cards want to follow, which means that they're important. I've never loved like this before. Maybe you met somebody that really just threw your life through a loop. With this, you're too much for me. Maybe the whole situation is too much for you. Or this might be them. If it doesn't resonate for you, this might be that you need to know something that they're going through. Take it as it resonates. It was always you. I want to tell you something with this card because it's very important to remember. I wrote this card and I mean like somebody else in your relationship sees now it was always you, but I also wrote it to realize that it was always you. When you look in the mirror, the person you are meant for, the person you're destined to love is yourself. This is about looking in the mirror too, and all of a sudden realizing that it was always you, and you are exactly as you're supposed to be, and this is a moment of accepting yourself and loving yourself regardless of whatever is going on or whatever lies society tells you. Life isn't always beautiful, but it's a beautiful ride. Life has not always been beautiful for you. You've been through a lot. It's time for it now not to go through hard times, but time to harvest. You've put in the hard work in life. You've gone through a lot, and you've got good karma. And it's time now to take in and have a good experience, but you have to open up. You have to allow love, and this, like I said, this might be them. Because this is a card that would come out for my twin flame. Because he's very closed off and he's been hurt. So it might be if you're in a relationship with somebody, maybe they're not allowing love. Maybe they need to accept that you're the person. It was always you. You have to take this very much as it resonates because everybody's situation is different. That's all I have for you for today, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye!